Hello, everybody. It is 5 o'clock on the 26th of May 2024. 3 days to go, guys. 3 days to go to make your decisions as to where do we take the Republic of South Africa to in the next 5 years. Okay, maybe let me put it this way: where your life is headed to in the next 5 years, it's in your hands. You know, when you put that X and you put it next to, I don't know whoever, and I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. That is totally up to you. That's as far as I can go with that. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I hope that this time around you are going to be selfish. You're going to think about yourself, think about your children, think about your neighborhood, think about family, and things like that, and everything that is going on. Black tax, dear goodness, black tax. Think about all of those things. All those stuff should play a factor in influencing you how you vote on, is it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember what it is. And I'm done with that part. Hey, do you see any difference? Do you see any difference? We are back streaming on my device here, not no longer a cell phone, and there's no logo. There's no logo anymore. But anyways, we'll get to that at a later stage. I am interested in hearing you guys about. I've been laughing the entire week. I've laughed when Balo seems to, I don't know what he's doing, this guy anymore. Like he is like I'm caught, okay? You know when you are caught and you know Utenege being caught vele you are in trouble. You know that me when I was a kid, when I was caught, I just surrendered. Like, you know what? Either I did that thing to my satisfaction while everybody's watching because I want to get to the end of this and then go get my punishment. That was Baloy to me this week. He knew that he messed up. And the mess began when he was given two dockets. One docket was born out of this very docket that he decided to take to court. But I don't know for whatever reason, which we all believe is to smear the death of Senzo Meiwa onto these five men and did not incorporate at least the other docket called 375 into 636 and then have how many people that will be accused? 12. At least 12 people will be standing to be accused of killing Senzo Mewa. Okay, because they also want to smear these five men. Okay, fine, add them as well. And then we eliminate them one by one by one by one, just like what Mngomezulu did this week. If you're paying attention, he eliminated accused number 3, 2, and 1 from the crime scene, from the killing of Senzo Mewa, because you know what Baloy decided to do? He decided to flip the script and say, okay, I'm no longer going to be prosecuting for the death of Senzo Mewa. Right now, I'm going to be saving my skin and my career and whoever that I am responsible for to cover up all this mess. That is what he's doing. He is no longer mentioning the whole point of being here, state versus these five men on the death or the killing of Senzo Meiwa. He is no longer interested in that. He's interested in saving his own skin. And if you are not paying attention, then I am bringing to your attention that that is exactly what Baloy is currently doing. Because at the end of the day, he also wants to make sure that 375 dies a painful death. That we never, ever, ever, ever have to have those 5 or 7 people that were with Senzo Mewa on the 26th of October 2014 see the light of day in that courtroom. And Rada is fine in assisting Baloy in making sure that the people that were with Senzo Meiwa on the 26th of October 2014 do not come before him or go before any judge for that matter. But I'm interested to hear more from you guys. There's a link that is up there, and I see Elsie is already backstage. Let me accept so we can have a conversation. What's up, Elsie? And then I see Thames as well. Let me also add Thames. Come on, guys, let's say something. What were your takeaway this week regarding what happened in the courtroom?
Hello.
Yeah, let's start with Elsie.
Hello, Glenn.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up, dog?
I only see your roof. I don't see you, or unless you want to put me.
Okay, let me show myself. Hello,
Why
hello,
you
hello,
hiding
Glenn.
your
Hello, Glenn
face?
family. My first time here, first of all, I was not sure earlier if I'm doing the right thing. I quickly
No, I
entered
saw
the
you.
room
I
and
saw you backstage. And I was
I
like,
came
what is
out. Oh my God, this is technology.
that's
You
cool.
know
It's
what?
cool. Hmm.
What I wish to happen here. Remember, we all know that now the phone was not with Ndanzi. The
Yes.
police have confiscated this phone, so
Yes.
they've been roaming around with this phone. They need
Hmm.
now to check the phone of, you know, the police, the whereabouts, because it
Right.
has to match. If this Gninda or whoever police is got a phone,
Yeah.
definitely it has to match with this one of Bongani Ndanzi. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Yes, it has to match. They have to go into that report to say, we're looking for the report of their phone now, the investigating officer, to see
Hmm.
if the whereabouts of Ndanzi's phone, is it not the same whereabouts where their phones are? That
Exactly.
is
I,
where
I
they will be
love that
careful.
idea. I love,
Yes,
as a matter of fact, that's what the defense should ask for. Let's see
yes,
Nancy's phone together with the officers that were
yes,
that arrested him. Are these phones
yes,
moving the same direction? But now
yes,
tell me
because
something. This
yes,
the cell phone of Nancy ended up in
exactly.
somebody's house, either Mabena's house or Mukhano. I believe Mukhano's house. And Balo is
Yes.
doing everything in his best to make sure that it does not ping at his home because it will be
Remember,
clear and he never had his
even
phone on.
even the loading the airtime, because surely they must load up airtime there.
And
That
charges.
service provider supposed to have that report. When was
Absolutely.
this airtime loaded? Where was it purchased? Those reports supposed to be available for the defense.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree. This is
Mm.
quite easy if the defense is actually thinking that along that logic. They can catch.
Yes.
They
No.
can catch the state on its own lies. That the
Yes.
egg is already in the cookie jar with this one. All they have to do is just
Mm.
expose it. And there's nothing that well, we know Rata will always try to say something when he sees that the egg is in
Ooh,
the
that
cookie jar.
one. Oh
And he's gonna
my
ask for
God.
cookies. He's gonna say, are there any cookies in that jar?
I've always heard about the ugly drug. That drug is ugly. Now I've seen. I never understand how the drug is ugly.
The
Now this
heart.
case of
Yeah,
Danzi, I know. We know how bad,
mm,
how ugly the drug can be. It
right.
is so obvious that the state is the state.
Yeah,
The state will always be the state. The judge is the state. They are
yeah.
saying that is the judge. The judge is always in the
Mm,
middle. But no, not this is one-sided. This is
yeah, absolutely.
one-sided.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Tell me what's on your mind.
Amahlathi aphelile, amahlathi aphelile. Akusekho ukucasha. Thanks, guys.
What's up,
Bye.
Thames? What's up, Thames?
So
What's
how,
on your
how do I end this one now?
All
Gee, I
right.
don't know how to end it.
Thank you
Hey,
so much. Thames.
bye.
Hi. Thames, what's up? Hi, Thames. Thames.
How do I hang up now, guys?
Um, just click
Remove.
on your thingy. Yeah, there we go. What's happening, Thames? Hi. Hi, hi. It's your turn. I don't think she can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you, Elsie. I'll just. Oh, she came back. All right, Thames, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Thames? Thames, Thames, Thames.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi. I thought you did hear me. How are you?
Nothing to comment about. I was just in hospital for 4 weeks. I'm just here to watch.
Oh, are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm back. Yes.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad. I will not ask what's the issue. It's your privacy, but I'm glad that you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
here
glad
to
you're
catch
fine.
up what happened while I was in hospital. So I'm just listening.
Okay, okay. No, thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. I see. Let me
Sure.
just go to the. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Please continue to get well. Okay, let me go to the comments and here, then I'll just comment from the comments. Okay, Mona was waiting, Sunny Boy. Say, waiting, Sunny Boy. Now we started. And then we have Dodito. Dodito, waiting. We are now here. Not oh, in Tlanta. I almost said that. Hey, Bizo, what's up? I'm also in Tlanta as well. I'm Dutogo. I'm also in Tlanta. And Clancy, of course, typical Zulu giving multiple names, grandfather, mother, father side. Everybody just gives you a name. Then Clancy says, waiting, we are here already. George, I'm waiting, sir. We are here already. Sims Kaba, what's up? Finally, hey, what's up? What's up? Then we have Tavita who says, hi, clients. I am not sure whether we have presiding officer or witness because I'm not because in most times the judge is on the state side even when he can't help state but he always finds a way by twisting evidence like he twisted the DNA. And of course the part that really got me was about the towers. Oh God. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. 240 is it 220 meters away from the cell, and he wants to make his own. I was like, no, no, bro, no, no. Just be a presiding judge and shut up. Honestly. Leslie says, I'm so disappointed in how the judge is conducting himself. He is deliberately biased towards the defense, and he is now obvious about it. Before he was a little bit sneaky. You only realize later that, hi man, this judge, but now he's like out like like that. Take it or leave it. He is biased. That's how he has gone up to become. Some Ghetto says, good afternoon, self-appointed experts. What's up, Some Ghetto? It's good to see you. JJVD says, sound, please. Oh, you can. Oh, I think you can hear me now. Can you? No, I tested the sound earlier. I think I'm fine with the sound. Maybe you meant Thames. Tim said, hi there, hi, Tembi, how are you doing? Then we have Giri Salezi who says, good afternoon. By the way, those of you that are new here, I also happen to be a coconut and I am terrible at reading Venek because throughout my schooling career, I only did English, Afrikaans, and French. Je suis parle français, pas du tout. Whatever it is that that's high school French, not like the real stuff. Yankee says, Nyako, good afternoon. Lomile says, afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. We will get to, usually, this is what I do here at New Year. We read the live comments, and then sometimes if I pick up something, then we'll discuss it or just read on my own points that what do you call this? I have. But most of the time, the lives is yours. You're the one who control the lives with your comments or your idea or whatever it is that you took from last week's court hearings and stuff like that. So I don't usually control the live. It's yours. Okay, it's yours. That is why as well I will invite you to come through. I would leave the link again if you're interested to come and let's have a conversation. You tell me what's on your mind regarding what happened last week or what did you take? What are your opinions? We are all about opinions. There's nothing here is factual and we speculate. We are not lawyers, we're not judges, we're not legal experts, and definitely we do not defend the crimes that were committed by some of the accused and they are convicted for. What we are defending is the rule of law where it's being misused in smearing a case that the people that are accused of killing Senzo Mewa, that's all that we are making sure that no, do not take something that these people do not do and smearing on them and forgetting of the people that were with Senzo Mewa on that day. That is all that we're about. What your opinion and your views about what we are doing, it's got nothing to do with us. We are not responsible for what you understand. I personally am responsible for what I say. I hope we get each other there because I see some of the people, they come and say, yo, you're defending Inkabi. Listen, they are serving our sentences for what they've done. That's got nothing to do with what we are doing here. We want justice for Senzo Mewa, and if there are wrong people that are going to be smeared with this case, then definitely we're going to say, because tomorrow it's going to be you, and tomorrow you're going to come to us and say, guys, I did not do this. I don't know why I'm even here. You would want us to be on your corner, wouldn't you? Because if it does not make sense and it shows that you did not do it, of course we're going to have to fight for you. Not only fight for you, but our most interested part about this entire thing is the rule of law. When the rule of law is being misused, showing that it's running towards a miscarriage of justice, then definitely we'll have to say something. That's what we are about. We are not about what they are convicted for. What they're convicted for and they were found guilty for that, hey, that is their problem. The Senzo Mewa one, we want the right people that kill Senzo Mewa. And I'm telling you that, in my own opinion, one of them was with Senzo Mewa in the Kumalo house on the 26th of October, 2014. It's simple as that. I don't know why it's so difficult for some to understand something this simple. Unless you are being paid to be this stubborn about the factual, not factual, about the obvious. The obvious. Nothing is factual at this point because Ratha hasn't come to a conclusion about what he is hearing. But we are seeing the direction Ratha is taking, that he's already made a ruling. He has found these 5 men guilty with the way he's behaving. He is siding with the state. I personally, I do suspect that every single morning or before the case sits, there is some kind of caucus that takes place between the judge, Balo, and his mini-me. And then, of course, the witness that is going to take the stand, or the witness that is already on the stand and maybe making some few mistakes here and there, and they come the next day and suddenly they'll say, oh, we would like to make a correction. Now, if you have logic in your head, you would say, but why are we making corrections while the trial is taking place? Because you would think logically the investigators would have investigated and brought what they believe is the facts for the judge to make a determination, but no, they come and make corrections on the stand. Like, why? How? And no, this judge is very happy. He does not reprimand the state for making corrections right there on the stand. Instead, he does everything in his level best to defend the witness. The witness is the person, whether he's an expert, whether he was there or not there, or whether the device, he knows it was with who or not. He's supposed to keep quiet. Reflect that in his judgment, where he says in his judgment, I did not see the need for the defense to ask this particular question because the witness was not there. The witness, their only job was to do analysis or to investigate. They are not this, in his judgment, not blatantly and brazenly tell the defense, but the witness says, that is not being a presiding officer. You are now in the arena. Judge Ratha comes in the arena and then he manipulates everybody that cares to listen and says, well, Hepworth, R versus Hepworth 1928, it gives him that precedent. Apparently, it gives him, according to how he understands it, like how he understands the DNA results and how he understands the device not being Windanzi. He says that that precedent gives him power to enter the arena. And yet the same case talks about a trial is not a game. It's a game to him. He is coming to make sure that the defense, I mean, that the state is protected, and whoever it is that they are protecting and covering up must not be held accountable. I believe the killer they are protecting. However, they are covering up for a big police officer somewhere. Maybe it's the minister of police. Maybe it's the investigating officer. Maybe it's all the witnesses that have taken the step. Maybe it's Zungu. Who knows who they are covering up for? So there are two folds of stuff that is happening in this trial. Somebody's being protected, and there are some people or somebody that is being covered up. Because now this case is no longer about Senzo Mewa. If you have been listening in the past few weeks ago, it's no longer about Senzo Mewa. When last did you hear coming out of Balo's mouth the name Senzo Mewa? When last did he speak about being here to seek justice for Senzo Mewa? It's about protecting him now. He's in trouble. He's making sure that he defends this docket that he decided to prosecute and ignore 375. And he's doing, I believe in my heart of heart that Ratha doesn't even consider it's there, the 375. And the last thing he wants to hear about it, it's in his courtroom. And he's going to do everything in his power to suppress it. Everything in his power. So, and then you come and say, Beba, y'all are defending Ngabi. Your lack of understanding, it's fine, we get it. But we know who we are. And we are all about justice for Senzo Mewa. And we are all about justice, period. And it makes you also wonder how many people that are in jail today, because you hear stuff like Balo has never lost a case before. And now you're beginning to see that, no wonder he's never lost a case before. There's no prosecutor anywhere in the world that has 100% win ever. But we hear that Balo has never lost a case ever since he became a prosecutor. I don't know how true that is, but that's what we are told. But now with all these underhand tactics, definitely he will win cases. Definitely he will. Especially when he has a whole judge on his side. He's not going to lose any case. He's not going to lose any case. Anyways, let's continue with the live chat. Welcome to Clancy's Live. This is how we do things. If you are new, because I've seen a lot of people I know. Last week, I was shell-shocked to discover that 10,700 people were watching. This live has never gone beyond 200 views before. But last week, like, boom, 10,700? At first, I was so confused. I was like, maybe I'm reading the numbers incorrectly. You remember back in primary school when you were taught in units, like units? I had to start mine from thousands. Like, oh, then it's not. Then I would like, okay, tens. I'm like, oh my God, this is 10,700. Wow, guys, thank you so much for that. I was very, very shocked. Let's do it again. I felt like SABC when it was broadcasts the trial live. That's how I felt. I was like, oh wow. But that was after. that was very after. Yankee says, good afternoon. What up? What's up? What's up? Okay, I already read. Yankee JJDV says, what really happened to Mabasa cross-examination? What on earth was that about? Mabasa was contradicting himself. I picked up a lot of contradictions from his previous, his previous testimony. But you know what? I'm holding on to that until he's recalled. because Ratha was very unfair in defending him by saying he doesn't remember. And yet we have five people standing accused of killing Senzo. They have to remember what they ate in 2014. Where were they in 2014? But no, Mabasa, it's okay. He doesn't remember. And yet this is his own investigation. Make it make sense. How do you investigate such a huge case and you don't remember the major parts of your investigations? 5 people stand accused of killing Sensome and they are forced to remember things. Forced to remember things. And an investigating officer who's not in trouble in any way cannot remember? And now they'll say, oh, no, set a new date so that he can go and remember the cookierization that they've made in his first testimony. The first time he came on the stand, he needs to go and check what lies did he tell. Because on the stand on Friday, hey, it was like this. It was like this. And Ratha was doing everything that he could to make sure that he is protected from Ramosepele. By the way, guys, I must put this on record. Ramosepele is doing a great job. I don't know, you might feel the way you feel about him. He is doing an excellent job. He is playing an intellectual game. Logic. That's what he is doing. That's what he's currently doing. If you're sitting from afar, you might think he is here and there. No, he is playing a very important game. Did you hear him? When he also threw shade at Ratha, like how Ratha always throws shade at them, when he said, I'm not like that. Meaning, I'm not a bullfighter like you. Ratha, I'm like, yeah, Ramosepele, yes. When he was saying, I would have to agree with Mr. Mngomezulu that the judge has a tendency of not being patient or tendency of being impatient. And he says, I'm not like that person. But you are. I was like, oh, Ratha, he must have felt that. But when you are a bullfighter, you are not presiding and you are not being fair to the accused because you are a bullfighter. Bully, in other words, bullies the defense and therefore prejudicing the accused. It's crazy. So yeah, JJVD, I have no idea, but I'm gonna park this one until Mabasa is brought back. Whenever that will be, I doubt we'll ever see him or hear of him again. Why was the state so anxious to cut it short? Because Ramosepele was going in a direction. Both the judge and the state was like, hey, before we get there, Ramosepele is being dangerous. And so they cut it short. That is why Ratha kept saying he can't remember. But you have Sibanda, who will ask a witness from the time the court resumed in the morning all the way to 3:30, circulating around the same thing. And Ratha doesn't say, but he said he doesn't remember. He never does that. He's quiet, he's happy, listening to us circulating the orbit. For what good reason? He doesn't even ask Sibanda, how does this help the court with what you are asking? The witness just said he doesn't know. Asked and answered, can we move on for progress sake? He never does that. He never does that. But when it's the defense, he can't say, but the witness said he doesn't know. But the witness said he wasn't there. But the witness said that shut up. I was taught that to say shut up is rude, but sometimes it is justifiable to say things like that. That man is infuriating. Ratha is infuriating. Honestly speaking, you end up watching the trial. You're like, why are you even a judge? No, man. Was Mnisi up to show us something? Yeah, he was very close. He had an ace up his sleeve with Mabasa. So that is why Mabasa has to go back and remember what lies he told the first time around. That is why it was cut short. Imagine, I looked at the time. It was 10 past 12. 10 past 12. But if it was the defense, we would not have heard the end of it. We would not have heard the end of it from Ratha and from his bots on the comment section, we will not have heard the end of it. That's just the truth. Joe says, afternoon, everyone. Joe says, good afternoon, clan. And hello, hello, hi, guys. The princess says, good afternoon, my son. Love you. Love you too. Thank you so much. Much love to you, princess. Winston says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Winston. Sims Clever says, good afternoon. Hello, Sims. And I have Olga. Let's say hi, Olga. Hi. Okay, you're still coming. What's up? What's up? What's up? I love it when you
Nothing
guys
much.
come.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm
You
good,
look
man. Can't
you look
complain.
relaxed. I like that. It's Sunday. We need to relax and have a conversation.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. It's very cold.
Oh, really?
It's very cold this side.
Oh, okay. We're still in summer up here.
I want to check something for me, man. On that
Mm-hmm.
Netflix documentary for Zenzo Meyiwa on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there are parts whereby they take the videos of the house between Kelly Kumalo's house and the neighbor next door.
Okay.
Those ones who they saw everything that happened.
Yeah.
If you take a look of it, the Jurao that is between those two houses, where Mtokozi says he ran out of the
Mm-hmm.
gate and then he jumped.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't he from the door of the kitchen into the neighbor's yard? Because it's like a meter.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
a video, it's like when someone even is standing on the other side, you can
Right.
see the other side of the house. Why would he
Right.
go all the way around? Because the front part of that house, the wall, it's like 3 to 4 meters high.
Right.
And how short this is, I don't think you would be able to jump over that wall in front of the yard.
Mm. But
Let
you're forgetting
alone he
something
could
about your
from
question.
the
There's something
kitchen
you're
door.
forgetting about your question. Your question is missing the deployees. Remember, according
Uh,
to testimony, you remember according to the testimony of Gininda, the testimony of one of these liars, they said they came with a vehicle, Polo. I think Dance was in the
mm,
steering wheel or whatever the case was, and who was deployed by the door, and the other one was deployed by the window. How come they didn't see Togo jump? Because their job was to make sure nobody goes in and nobody goes out.
not Mtoko. Long way.
Tumelo. Oh, Longwe,
Long way.
Longwe. Oh,
Long
oh,
as the
okay.
one first.
Either way, there were employees outside. You understand what
That,
I'm
that's
saying?
that. You must just make some time and analyze that documentary.
Okay, yeah.
A
I
bit.
haven't
When
watched.
I pick
I
up
haven't
some
watched
clues there,
it.
oh man, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Even the
No, I
boys
just
that
had.
they said they were sitting on the danger box,
Yeah.
where the danger box is between the spaza shop and that house, it still doesn't make sense
Right.
that those two boys would sit there and not see the people Toko and the other guy chasing to Toko and jump, and the other three running.
Mm, mm.
It's not make sure. Some
Yeah. And
explanation. Just make
unfortunately,
some
those
time.
boys died. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
If you just play that documentary, just play and
Mm-hmm.
just making sense at all.
Right, right. No, I chose not to watch the documentary. I don't want to be influenced by it in one way or another. I may watch it after the trial.
No, now what I'm trying to say is it will give you clues of what the people in the house are saying and what the state is
Mm,
saying. It's not true
mm, yeah,
because it's
yeah.
not what you put on the documentary.
Mm,
You can see
yeah,
the way Tumeloa, you can see the way the settings were there. That no man, it doesn't make sense here. How can
yeah.
someone leave 1 meter jurao and go and jump a jurao that is 5 meters? And Mtogo is not even 1.6 liters to
Hmm.
is that short guy. We can call him a dove.
I, okay, that caught me off guard. What's up, bro? What's up? Are you good? Okay, I'm sorry. Your Wi-Fi thing was giving you trouble. So if
Yeah.
you want to finish your point, you can still come through. But what's up, man?
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Hey, last week you said, yeah. I can't tamper with my life now, my live streaming because I'm not so sure if this gonna work. But now we're back together, my brother.
We are back together, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. What a week. What a
Hmm.
week.
I want to
So,
hear all about it. What ran across your mind during this week, this past week?
oh, hey, Mngomezulu Ratha tried to come with his tricks. He didn't win. He
Mm-mm.
didn't win.
And this
He
time
did.
around, the defense, they were like this.
Yeah,
I have never
that's
seen
what
such a strong defense like I've seen this past week. This time around, going as far as like facing the bull, grab it by the horns, and wrestled with
exactly.
it. And Raka was like,
Exactly.
I was like, yes, finally. They now realize that they're at war.
And now I think now they are waking up because
Mm.
uh, when you look at the judge's behavior versus the defense versus the Balo Wamloi. If you look at them,
Right.
I'm telling you, my brother, there's something going on, and if I'm not so sure, yeah, I think Snobile. I was watching Snobile video. I think if not last week, somewhere during
Mm,
this week,
mm,
where she
mm.
said they caught the judge with an envelope going to pay for. I think it was for a repair company that deals with the cars, and he was having money in cash, and then I think they caught him on a camera.
Wow.
So and then Snobile was saying on her YouTube channel saying that we saw that and we are still investigating where did he took money, especially with a brown envelope
Uh,
and paying it in cash. A person like him, he doesn't need to pay in cash. He's having cards and he
Black
can also.
card.
Yes, so
Mm.
it was raising a flag to say, Judge, what are you doing? Where are you taking this money from? Why are you paying it in cash rather than from your account?
That is
But
interesting.
it's his personal life. We can't dwell
Yeah.
on what he's doing in his personal life. But
Yeah, and it's still an allegation anyway. So
yeah, it's still an allegation. It's still an
yeah.
allegation. We're not so sure if he can come back and say no, that was not money, it was my papers in the brown envelope and stuff. So it's something that needs to be proven otherwise.
Yeah,
But
man. It's,
coming to
mm,
this case, Senzo Mewa case, you know, last week, ne, I was in one of
mhm.
the channels on TikTok. Hey, bro, this guy
Okay.
mute me because the way I was talking to people over and I think it was over 50,000 views. They
Wow.
were
Okay.
live streaming. They were live
Mm-hmm.
streaming. So I enter and then on the comment section, I was reminding people that no, guys, remember that Sifiso Mwewa is saying these accused aren't the ones. The family of Senzo Mewa, if you are here for justice, for saying we are seeking justice for Senzo Mewa, the family
Mm.
saying these five guys are, and they have maintained it. It's not like they just changed their story now. They told us from the beginning to say, guys, these are not the right ones.
Right.
The right people are in the house. And now, the only thing that it's happening now, we are seeing cell phones. I was so surprised, and like I was so shocked when they say Khumalo used 8 different cell phones or
I don't believe that.
certain numbers.
Yeah.
8.
There's no
Yeah.
way. I'll tell you what the strategy is. The
Yes.
strategy is to eliminate somebody's cell phone, and they took that cell phone and smeared it onto Kelly Kumalo. There's no way.
Oh,
There's no way Kelly Kumalo has 8 cell phones. No way.
even if
It doesn't
even
matter
if
how big of a star she is. She might have one cell phone for her drug use back in the day for her
yes,
suppliers, and she might
yes,
have business cell phone and a personal cell phone. This is the only
yes,
amount of cell phones I can put on her. The other
yes.
ones, they've taken Togo, they've taken Tumelos, they've taken Longwes, they've taken Makumalos and whatever other stuff. Because remember, Ramosepele had to remind hosts that the other cell phone was Senzo Meiwa's.
Yes, yes.
So now that's when you realize, there
Something doesn't add up. I mean,
it just yeah.
even if we can say, guys, okay, we understand. Let's use our common sense. There's no way one person can use 8 cell phones, even 8 numbers for that matter, 8 cell phone numbers. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. So it shows you that what Mngomezulu said. He said everything that you see now in this case is exactly the 735, but twisted. So you are
Yes.
right. But you are right when you are saying maybe they are taking these guys' cell phones and pin them to one person.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because they don't have the 205 for the other one, but they do have a 205 maybe for Kelly. Excuse me. So they all have to come and climb onto this one 205.
Mm,
That is what these guys are dirty. These guys
very,
are dirty.
very
I am
dirty.
I'm telling you. Let me hear from Veli and then I'll get back to you. What's up,
Yeah,
Veli?
it's fine. Hi, Veli.
Hi, Ken.
What's up?
Hello, Ken.
Hi, what's up, Veli? How are you doing?
I'm good and you, Ken.
Very well, thank you. I see there's a
You know,
delay.
Ken, I need a clarity because I don't understand of this thing of Ratha when he said Kelly had 8 cell phones. I don't understand it at all.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I just put my own
Really, I don't
$2.
understand.
Yeah, my 2 cents is there's no way
Yeah.
Kelly Kumalo has 8 cell phones or had 8 cell phones back then. Most of those cell phones belong to the people
No,
that live in
it
the
doesn't
house.
make sense at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't understand it at all.
No, the
So
truth will be revealed. The
what
truth
Radha
will be
is doing, that's what we're waiting for.
yes,
So is
But
absolutely.
I
the
think the
gonna
truth is just about to come out, really,
Yeah,
because it doesn't make sense. And the way Radha is doing things is like we as a nation we are stupid, and we're not stupid.
nope,
We're not
nope.
stupid at all, but his courtroom, so he's ruling the way he's ruling, but I don't think he's
Yeah,
doing the right thing.
yeah. No, he's
I
not.
wonder how
Absolutely
is he
not.
gonna when the defense starts calling the witnesses, is
Yeah.
he gonna be
So
as the
I didn't
of the
watch
state?
the whole thing last week, but this thing of Kelly Kumalo having 8 cell phones.
I'm
It's
sorry, there's a
disturbing
delay
me
on the
really.
minute. There's a delay, so we have to wait until she's done. Okay, you done, Veli? Okay, Olga, you can go ahead.
My network is not. I think my network is not good at all, Nche, but
Yeah, yeah. It's delaying you. I think there's like 10-second delay.
Is the defense gonna bring the 205s for Chico Twala? I want to see something
I also
for
want
the
to say
same
something.
day.
I also want to
I
say
want to
something.
see
You see, that cell phone is the one that I want the most. That
Yes.
that
I
cell phone is the one I want the most. I see all these other 205. I want to see the
Twala.
Chico Twala.
That is a
That
game changer.
exactly. For me, that's the
We, we,
grand finale. If it shows
we,
that indeed he got a call from Kelly Kumalo, what time it was, what was said, I hope also they will also abstract the transcript of what the conversation was. And then the phone call that Kumalo made to the mayor was, what exactly did she say? Those are the two that I'm most interested. I see all these other ones. I see
Yeah.
all the other ones. And then the third
it,
one is Longwe Twala. I want to see if he is able to leave his cell phone at the Kumalos and it follows him wherever he ran away to.
yes. And
Yeah.
then there's this one of uh Tumelo. He is
Mm,
refusing. He called several people on that same day after the incident. We want these 205s
exactly.
because they didn't call the sister, didn't call this one and this one. We wanted the 205s.
Let me tell you something, Olga. You see, the one that cell phone Yatumelo is attached
Mm,
to Kenny Kumalo. It's now Kenny Kumalo's cell phone. It's no longer Tumelo's. And when they ask for it, they're going to say there's no 205 for that cell phone. There are cell phones where they are not going to provide 205s for because too damning of what is in there. The numbers it
okay,
Hey,
called,
that
the
is not
numbers
a
it
you
problem.
called,
remind me of
it belongs
Mngomezulu
to.
when he said something about the state.
Okay, you froze. Please
Yeah, I don't know.
repeat what you said, man, because you froze.
Yeah, I was saying, Ngomezulu said something about the state, saying that bas ukhulume ngesizulu athi basigwaze ngawo umkhondo wabo,
Mm,
Mm,
saying that realizing after submitting some evidence, they've realized that, oh, if we go on with this one, we are stepping ourselves behind our backs. So
yeah,
let's try and find another way. And guys, Balo is very smart, hey?
yeah, he is.
Let's not take away from it. If we take, if defense take Balo for granted, I'm telling you
Yeah,
guys, it might, we because
we'll be
the guy,
surprised.
yes, the guy is making sure that everything that he brings to court,
mm,
he's having something to back it up.
yeah,
And for me, it's not fair for the court to allow R versus Hepworth in 2024. It's
mm,
it doesn't because if they are saying 735 is not allowed in court, other judgments of other cases shouldn't be allowed, especially the one of R versus Hepworth. I'm so having a problem with it because it was during the time of apartheid. It was during the time of um, us not doing
colonialism.
nothing because it really it doesn't do justice for black people.
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
because
But
what is
if you
happening?
look at that case, if you read it in full,
Yes.
Rata only nitpicked what suits him.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
read further, it's actually against him as a judge. Check it out.
Oh,
You should
I
check
have
it
to
out.
check it
Yeah.
out. I have
Yeah.
to check it out.
What is happening with the defense? Balo and them, they are very clever.
Yeah.
They are playing the game like this. Whatever the defense asks, or they are having a judge on. Remember, Guinea and them, they are watching this case on TV and they are following this
Yes.
case wherever they are live on proceedings.
Mhm.
They start from there where they know that, okay, Ratha said this must be done. They start cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not done by the end of the day. They buy time.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you've
It's not
noticed. I don't know
by
if you've
it's not
noticed.
and the witnesses are not knowing what's
Mm,
happening in court.
mm,
These
mm.
witnesses can see and follow this case, and wherever they need to make adjustments, they are making it
Right.
as the case goes on. So that's why we always have new evidence.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed. They now, since we've called out, what's her name, Mukhola, sitting in court. Guess
Yes.
now
Mhm.
who is taking Mukhola's position in cooking while the defense is busy asking questions? Sibanda. Have you ever
Yeah.
asked what is Sibanda writing?
Yeah, you
Never.
notice quick.
It's a clever way. It's a clever way of not questioning because you will say, no, he's just writing note as part of the state. No, the cooking, he's the one who's taking off because we've been questioning Mukhola's presence in court when she's supposed to be fighting crime outside.
Mhm.
And this, if they have a small misunderstanding and some questioning about their evidence as a state, you see now
Mm,
Sibanda is busy, is quick to go on his phone. He's
mm,
chatting
mm.
to
Right? Right? Okay, Benzo.
on the phone when there is a disagreement or something happening in court. He's chatting to,
Yeah,
after that, Balo will sit down, he's on his phone.
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
in court anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Are they allowed to use phones in court?
I, I don't know. I don't know because I would think that the court decorum will say a silent phone silent or off or something like that, and there are television cameras inside court. What do you call this? The frequencies may disturb or make a sound be as like static, whatever the case might be. But here they are. They have their cell phones. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. Let me speak to Benzo. What's up, Benzo?
Hey, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. How are you?
Mr. Benzo.
I'm
Yes,
good,
Benzo.
thanks.
What's up? Yeah.
Um, just want to add, like, okay, so there was a recording that, or there was the court proceedings from last year when Stein was testifying. He mentioned that so that question that Mnisi was asking, I think he was asking Mabasa to say, Mabasa, you are the one who said that name there, the date and the time, etc., is the time at which the photo was taken. Then he
Yes.
said, no, I don't really remember that me saying that. And then that's when we had to adjourn so that you can
Yes.
go and remember that. Now, when I checked the record of Mabasa is right. He didn't say that. He said, when Nisi asked him, he said no, he doesn't know whether it was sent or received, received or taken by the by the phone itself. So Mabasa was right that he never said
Okay.
it was taken by the phone. He said he
Okay.
doesn't know. Now, who confirmed that was Stein? So I think Nisi was confusing Stein and Mabasa. Stein is the one who said that time that is there, you add 2 hours. So
When she
it's
is the one
15:29. You add 2 hours so that you get the time at which the photo was taken. That's what Stein said when they were taking him through those photos. So, which means he was confirming that those photos were taken on those dates at those times. Plus adding 2 hours. So the one photo is 15:28, which means that's 5:28. Now, if you add 2 hours, that gives you 17:28. which means the
Right.
photo was taken at 17:28.
Right.
Now, when you look at the section 205, where was the phone? The phone is in George Koch. It's in town, right, during that time, which is what Mshololo said to say that when I think it was Zungu, she was telling Zungu that photo was taken at George Koch. So now, which means that the phone was in George Koch and the photo was taken there at that time. So this is just to say now. I couldn't. They were saying the judge was saying and Balo were saying no, the phone could have been in Joburg, but the person could might have been in Vosloorus. But here's
Right.
Steyn now confirming to us that that photo was taken at that time, and who's in the photo? It's number 3. Where is the photo taken? In Joburg. What time is it taken? According to Steyn, if we add 2 hours, at 7:28. What time does Senzo get killed? Around
7:30.
between 7:30 and I don't know 8 or 8:30.
Yeah.
So now, which means what basically that means is that you and Steyn is now marrying the phone and the person together by saying that those photos were taken during that time. And if we check the time, where was the phone? According to the 205, it's in Joburg. So that is where the photos are taken, basically. And then so that's where Mnisi was going, but I think he got it wrong when he was putting it to Mabas. He must come with a record of Steyn and put it to Mabas. Steyn says that this is the phone that the pictures were taken from. And then when we check the phone is in Joburg. So now this whole theory of the phone and the person are not together, etc., it's buried by Steyn confirming that the photos were taken by that the device. Which means the only thing that remains now is that now we know, according to Steyn, at 7:30, number 3 is in Johannesburg taking a photo. Is there, he's taking a photo. And if that is the case, it means if he's able to go back to Voslo, it means he must have done it in I don't know how many minutes from Joburg to Voslo to go and kill someone.
Is the flash?
Yeah. So that's the issue that I think that's where now that and now the problem is this: if the defense is successful to remove number 3 from the crime scene using that evidence, then it means they've removed the gun from the crime scene, because number 3 is the one who comes with the gun. So if he's not there, then there's no gun. And if there's no gun,
then dreadlocked guy as well. Because number 3 is the one that he had dreadlocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if he's not on the scene, there is no a dreadlocked guy with a gold tooth.
Yes, and there's no yes. Yeah.
And you see what will happen? That will also remove Ntanzi. Because according to the witnesses, Ntanzi is the one that had a gold tooth.
And tattoos.
And the doctor already confirmed that Ntanzi never had a gold tooth. That is on record. That will remove both of them on the crime scene.
Yeah.
But now the issue now is that so some of the people are saying no, that's not enough to remove. So basically, that if he was in Joburg at 7:30 taking a photo, that information alone is not enough to remove him. So people are saying no, it's not enough to remove him because there is other evidence that puts him there, like the people in the house, like things like that. So they're saying you can't just look at the 205s only. You must look at all the evidence together to say, yes, the 205 puts him out of the house. Yes, the phone and everything puts him out of Voslo. But the people in the house say he was there, and there's other evidence that says he was there. So you must look at it all the time.
The same people, the head belonged to one of them, and the DNA said they were never there.
Yes, that's number 3. The head was won by number 3.
So
Yeah.
Benzo, can you just add that the DNA also excluded Danza from the crime scene? That is crucial, guys. We shouldn't leave that out.
Yes.
That's crucial.
Yes. Yeah, very much
We-
so.
But you see, you know what they're saying about the DNA? They're saying no, the DNA is not. It doesn't mean much because it also excluded Tumelo Madlala on his crashes. So there was no DNA found of Tumelo Madlala on his crashes, but we all know that he was using those crashes. So
Yes.
could we then say that he didn't use the crashes because the DNA says he's excluded? Because he was excluded on the crashes.
Yes. Yes.
So what
indeed.
does it mean now?
Was
Yeah.
Tumelo Madala's DNA done with the head? Because we all know that that head belonged to Tumelo. We've seen the pictures of the head and Tumelo wearing the head. Was it done on Tumelo's head?
No. They didn't do it on Tumelo. Remember, the evidence from the people in the house, they are saying the head belongs to the suspect. So there's no reason for the police to test it against Tumelo because they are being told that it belongs to the suspect.
Yeah.
But the crash itself, they also tested the crash. The crash, they found no DNA of Tumelo. So Tumelo is excluded from the crash.
Absolutely. Timo,
Yes, clan leader and clan members, how are you guys?
what's up?
We are
What's
good,
up, bro?
Great, great. Oh, Benzo, you just refreshed my memory on some crucial aspects of this case.
He helped a lot.
But
He helped a lot.
a great deal. But actually, I'm just curious. I just have 4 issues with this case, guys. I just have four main issues. The first is the judge, the manner in which he takes notes only when the prosecutor is leading the evidence. Then thereafter, his attitude towards cross-examination of those very witnesses is appalling. There's in no way where I see the judge actually taking detailed notes as part of him demonstrating that, guys, I am independent. The manner in which he asks clarity seeking questions, the questions themselves will tell you that no, this guy is actually clarifying or signaling to the state that you are sleeping on the job. That's what I see whenever you ask his clarity seeking questions. Then that's part of the notes taken by the judge. And the second aspect is the linking of the phone, guys. I think that for me is quite disturbing. For you to say this number contacted this number contacted this number, isn't that just circumstantial? What's the detail? What's the detail of that conversation? Because I, as the police, if I had access to that, wanting to prove my case, I could take the phone, go wherever where I say these people were, and start making those fucking phone calls. So what's the essence of the conversation that will tell us, okay, now this is what they were planning. Were they planning to kill this guy or not? So that for me is it's very disturbing that we're taking about 2 or 3 weeks discussing linking of cell numbers. But why don't we go to the conversation and get to the bottom of the matter? That will give us something to work with. By me saying number 5 contacted number 3 because we suspected, would you just add in the suspicion? We're not here to add on suspicions. We're here to prove that these guys did this. So what's there? And then I think the attitude of the judge, guys, towards the defense, it is disgusting. It is disgusting.
It's disturbing, honestly.
Oh, Clan, it is disturbing. It is the first time ever since I started following court cases, because I think I started with Oscar Pistorius' case. That's like I because I was with who's this the prosecutor at the time, because I felt that no, Oscar's not telling the truth. But I was pleased to see how the judge was behaving. The manner in which the judge approached both counsels was bravo. From there, I've been following those cases, and I followed it from when I got to was this Ndlovu lady that was murdering people in
Rosemary
family. The manner in which the judge was impartial, you could tell that they have not sentenced her. And
Yes.
whenever they come, it's the first time that they're hearing the evidence. It's
Exactly.
the first time ever since I started following cases
Yes.
where the public is with the defense. And it's the first time ever where I feel that the public is fighting for justice, that the justice system cannot be manipulated in this manner. So
Absolutely.
whenever I see them and whenever I pray for them, I'm like, guys, just know that you're just not fighting for the 5 men there. You're
Mm.
fighting for the public. Because I, for one, am raising a young boy. I'm raising a son. To see
Mm.
what's being done to Ndanzi, it's telling me that doesn't matter if the boy is doing right or wrong, that boy can still be damn arrested to protect the rich
Absolutely.
kid somewhere. And that is unfair. That is unfair.
Absolutely.
So
And
that's
that's
just my
why we do
take.
what we do. Yes. Yes.
Exactly. And to see how the police are harassing people that are being just for the defense is just disgusting. How they are
Sometimes.
abusing the resources, because we're sitting here saying, "Oh, the police are actually inept. The police have a lot on their plate. That's why they can't catch the criminals." It's only now that you say, no. These guys have all the resources. They choose where to effectively deploy those damn resources. So
Mm.
this case has revealed a lot, and I hope everyone listening, when on Wednesday, we have to make the right decision. Because if we are failed by the justice system, we are screwed. We
We've
screwed as the
condemned
nation.
ourselves. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Just those
Yeah.
those are just my points. As to the rest of the issues, guys, on the case, like how Bento was going at it, how we're excluding people. I think I'll just listen from you guys and I'll take it from there. Thank you.
But just to say something, Benzo, about Rata writing. Why should Rata be writing whatever the defense is saying when he already made his decision?
That's
The
exactly
only
that. That's exactly. It's a rhetorical question. He already has made his decision. He's already made his decision. So what he's doing is, okay, I've made my decision. I'm just gonna take notes that support my decision. Whatever you guys say,
right.
I don't care. So that's
Absolutely.
a rhetorical question.
It's a good rhetorical question. I should have picked it up.
I've got a question.
Right. Okay, Oga,
Scientists,
go ahead.
they did, I think back then said that to us, they picked up a conversation on text messages between Kelly and the sister saying that to get rid of her and whatever. Was it from the 205s of Kelly's phone or what?
Yep.
Okay. If it is from the 205s, why now we can't get what was said on the messages and calls on the 205s of the rest? Because they
No, don't
always say
run.
that.
Don't run. This is Mngomezulu's ace. Already Mngomezulu introduced it that 205. Like, I have Kelly Kubalo's 205. And did you see Balo? He looked for a hole to hide. The judge
Yes.
went quiet like a church mouse.
Okay.
So when Tim Gomezulu brings it out, I believe that's his ace up the sleeve. But one of the major thing on that 205 is the contacts of Kelly Kumalo with accused number 5. That does not exist. As well, on the 26th of October, Kelly Kumalo made, I think, 2 phone calls where he was saying, Nikupi, or are you on your way, or something like that. And we already heard Stain, it was Stain who said something like that. I can't remember who said that there was a conversation like that where Kelly called the Inkabi and telling them, hey, are you on the, or maybe, no, I'm wrong. I think it's the other way around. They called Kelly to say we are on our way or something like that. So now Mngomezulu is like, okay, we'll see in the 205 if that actually did transpire.
Okay.
But
So
the
when did they?
WhatsApp between the sisters It's in that 205. But what does it say? It doesn't mean that Kelly therefore commissioned. I think because the defense, I think they brought, who brought this one up about the sisters. And then Guinea, the way they was sitting, was like, oh, let me just pin this entire sentence on that Kelly was the one that hired this man to kill Sanzo Meiwa, shooting himself in the foot.
Where did they get the 205s for 2014 for accused number 3?
That's a good question because Balo adamantly told the court that the service provider destroys, not like this, what do you call this, archives them, but destroys. Those are the words he used. They're on record. So
Who was arrested first between accused number 3 and accused number 5?
I think 5.
On other matters.
I'm not quite sure.
Because I'm sure if accused number 5 that was arrested first before accused number 3 with his other cases from Mngomezulu and whatever, they should have 205s from those other cases. So we want to know where did they get the 205s for accused number 3 for 2014. Remember, they only came to light after they were asked why you only have 205s from 20 when the guys were arrested.
Yeah.
2018. And then boom, tomorrow we have 205s for 2014 for number 3.
Right. Well, like I said, the truth is beginning to come out slowly but surely. Balo is going to have a huge egg on his face. Ratha, I don't know what he's going to do. But anyways, Ratha has nothing to lose. He's a retiree. He couldn't give a rat's toe what happens thereafter. He just doesn't care at all. Benzi, what do you think?
You know what? Something I researched. You know that Lungisani guy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how these 5 were linked up. You go to Lungisani's profile on Facebook. It's written Mulungi Lungisani.
Okay.
All the 5 accused are mutual friends with that guy.
Oh, okay.
And the profile says that they are from the same area.
Okay.
Now it makes sense when Mshololo says, no, this number, whoever says that number belongs to one of the relatives of the accused. These guys, they are from the same area, yes.
Right.
But they were put into this case now because of mutual friends.
Yeah,
especially
that's what they are in common purpose.
Yes, especially in Tanz.
Yeah.
Tanz is not on his mutual friends, but the sisters are also there. In that guy's profile.
That's interesting.
You see?
Wow.
So
yeah,
it makes sense how they got in Tanz's number and whatever. And how come they got they say that Tanz had 2 SIM cards in one phone. It uses one IME number because it's one device using 2 SIM cards. So whatever they download on one SIM card should be also in the other SIM card.
That's what I thought as well.
So now why do we have 2 different information on 2 different SIM cards in one device?
Interesting. And I want to know what happened to Ndanza's sister's cell phone.
I was also asking myself.
That one happened.
Benzo, what are your thoughts, Benzo?
There's another phone that remember I think there were 2 phones that were pinging on those towers. So two numbers. There were 2 numbers that were pinging. So which means it's either it's those 2 that were on the phone, or it's the one from the one and then one from the other phone. So
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure where that phone, where the other one. But now the problem is when Balo comes, he leads evidence starting from the Queenswood Tower. That's where he
Yeah.
starts leading the towers on that cell phone. He doesn't take it from back to say
Exactly.
from the 16, from implants. So he creates an impression that the phone was found or came to that place on that day, on the when he started pinging with Queenswood. So
Yeah.
he creates an impression that this phone came into here when he started communicating with the tower. It doesn't say that no, this phone has been with the, because now this is what happens. The guy comes to Ndanzi's house on the 16th of June. They knock. They find drugs in the. I think he was arrested at work at implants.
Yeah. Was it not home? I think it was home.
He was
was
at
at home.
home with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
at home with his girlfriend. Yeah.
So is that when they came now to arrest him for the first time?
Yes.
Then they,
Yes.
because now okay. So which means now Ndanzi is sitting down. Which means he would have known that the police are coming to arrest him. So therefore, let me make a plan to hide this phone. I don't know where because he got searched. Then he went into the Fortuna with Mabena and Mohan. Then they started
Yeah.
traveling. You can see that the phone was with them. The phone was with, was so it's either the phone was with Buma Bena or was with Ndanzi. Now, if it was with Ndanzi, where was the phone? Because they searched him. It's either he put it through, the backside, and then because I don't know, some people they do that in terms of smuggling things in prisons. They put phones, guns. I mean, not guns, knives or contrabands, through the other
Ouch.
side. So
I'm already going ouch.
if
Benzo,
if and now
let me say
now here's
something there. Let me say something. Remember, according to Ntanzi, they came and knocked on the door, and he was sitting in the house with his girlfriend. And then they called him outside. There is no way he could have gone out holding his phone. And they spoke to him and they put him at the back of the buggy, meaning that his phone was in the house. Or whatever they did was to search him before they put him at the back of the buggy. So he didn't have his phone with him.
Well,
That is common. They didn't put him at the back of the buggy with his phone because why? He could have phoned his relatives that have been arrested, or this is 1-2 that is going on.
Remember, his version is that they took the two phones from him. His version is that they took these phones. Mapena and Mohane took these phones from me. So that's his version. Now, the state is saying, no, we're lying. We didn't take the phones. We don't know how you were able to bring the phone, but we never took the phones. We only found the phones in Villiers. So that's what the state is saying. Now, what I'm saying is, if
go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, if Ndanzi, it's either Ndanzi was sitting there in that house, prepared and ready for these guys to come, and then he was able to miraculously get the phone in the Fortuna, and then because the phone then pings in Pretoria North, which means that's it got there on the so it basically traveled. So now who had the phone? Because there's no way that Ndanzi was ready. He knew that this guy, because remember they came there on 163. They didn't come there on Senzo's case.
That's
so
true.
when they come on 163, the Ngoma case, he doesn't even know anything about the Ngoma case because he's not even involved clearly because that case has been closed. There's never attended trial. So clearly, there's no way he was expecting people to come and question him about the Ngoma case, and therefore prepared himself for the phone. So it's improbable. That's why Mr. said it's just a question of credibility. The legal argument here, it's about credibility. So say who is more credible between Mohane and Ndanzi. However, if Mohane had done things the right way, probably if maybe he had the OPs, he had the documented the thing in the SAP 13, there was a chain statement. detailing everything. Now, we don't have all those things. We don't have the pocketbook. We have nothing. All we have is his word, on the stand that he found the phones and he didn't do the OBs. He didn't do all these things. So his credibility is then, it goes down. So Ntanzi's credibility goes up. But obviously, the judge is going to say, no, there's no way that that's telling the truth.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Anyways, guys, no, thank you all so much for coming through. I need to read the live chat, and then from there, I have to go as well. I have another
before you go.
Okay.
I've got one question before you go.
Okay.
These guys, how much were these guys paid for the job? 100,000.
Apparently.
5 of them.
Yeah.
Tanzania amateur gets 50,000. How much did the rest get? That's a story of another day.
The man's not mad. Anyways, no, thank you so much, Oga. I really appreciate you.
50,000. The shooter, how much did he get? We'll discuss about it next week.
Maybe they were checking on a holiday. Who knows?
50,000 for an amateur. But the gunman.
Imagine. Anyway, thanks, Thank you so much.
See you next time. Thanks, Cleanser.
I highly appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
We'll see you next week, brother.
Well, indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to everybody that came through, guys. You guys are amazing. Your point of views, I always enjoy them. Like I said, the live belongs to you. The videos belong to me. So I appreciate you guys when you come through and you basically convey what's on your mind or what you took from the trial during the course of the week, or other things that we also talk about outside of the Senzo Mewa case. All of that stuff do happen on the lives. If you are new, that's how we do things here. It's not exclusively for just, but of course we are on the Senzo Mewa and some other stuff may arise and we end up talking about them, including what we just happened right now, trying to make sense and pin together or put together the puzzle. The puzzle is just, there are missing pieces. For the state, so many missing pieces. For example, the cell phone. Like for real, they didn't confiscate all police that I've spoken to. They say, especially when you have a cell phone, that is what they are looking for. They confiscate it. If you got several, they go for it. That is why when they come to your house, they already have a search warrant in case you have other cell phones in the house that they would like to be friends with. So it makes no sense that Ntanzi will be driven for 40 hours all around the province, 2 provinces, and none of them decided to search him, or whichever search they may have done, honestly speaking. But I don't believe that he would have shoved the cell phones up his posterior, even though, yes, some people may do that, ouch, but I don't think so, honestly speaking. I don't think so. Okay, I will read some of your live chats. I don't think I'll be able to read them all because there are lots. You guys have come through, and I appreciate you all very, very much. Let's see, where did I stop? I stopped at Sims. Sims like, but Judge Ratha will not allow their phones to be checked. He won't. That guy he's biased, honestly speaking. Winston says the truth is the judge is captured. If not, the mastermind of this case, allegedly. Whoever is in control, it's very apparent. It's very apparent. Tiana says, hello, fam. I'm early today. Hope everyone is good. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Mrs. Aisha says, hello, clan family. What's up, Aisha? Tembisile says, hello, Tembisile. Tiana says, Thames, you facile. It's the network was giving it issues. Obi says, Elsie is back here. Yeah, David says, Clancy's are so strong. Why are you saying that? Jay says, guys, let's balance the like, smash that like button. Don't forget. Thank you so much, guys. Before you leave, please smash the like button. I highly appreciate that. Luando says, "Hey, client, what can we do to remove Rada?" There's nothing, unfortunately. Even the petition that we all signed seemingly disappeared into thin air. Nobody's entertaining it, to be honest. Victor says, "I cannot believe in all the experts' evidence. None of the accused phone shows that they were in Foslera's hostel before and after Senzo's murder. Surely this destroys the lives of Zungu and the state and that story that Zungu told. I want to hear it again. I want to hear it again. Now that he needs to pinpoint with this cell phone as he tells the story. Luvuo says, "Hello, Clantis, what's up? It's good to see you, man." John says, "Client, the Kelly Kumalo's calls on morning of the 27th October 2014 are holding the keys to this case. I agree, I agree. The defense should get those cell phone records and the transcripts. Definitely, I agree." Ignatius says, "Hello, Clantis and family, what's up?" Linda says, "Hi, beautiful family. What's up, beautiful?" John says, "The calls from her house in Malberton as well." Yes, definitely, definitely. Patience says, "Hi, Clantis and family. Judge Ratha is biased big time. The judge, insisted that Kelly, she had 8 phones. He must tell us the number of those cell phones. Zungu must come and testify again." I agree with you. I want Zungu back on the stand, people. I want Zungu back on the stand. I want to hear the lies that she was telling. Ignitia says, "As the state says, Kelly and 8 phones I think it's high time for the state to call her and confirm those numbers." The state is not interested in calling her. It's the defense that have to do that. Otherwise, this doesn't make sense at all. 100% agree with you. Chokozani says the judge knows the evidence before the witnesses can answer. Yeah, it looks like he has everything before him. So it shows that he rehearsed the evidence so he can close all the loopholes for the state. He prepares the witnesses with questions. Absolutely, I agree with that. Vivian says, "Hi, Clantis. So what is happening in Ratha's court is disturbing." You can say that again, Vivian. You can say that again. Tempegile says, "Hi, this BBE status has killed the nation because people are no longer fight for their rights or fight justice. So we are quiet because we are afraid to be killed, lose grants and free groceries, bribing." Listen, I would rather die for the truth. And knowing fully well that as I rotted 6 feet under, I know why I'm here, rather than watch things happen and say nothing simply because I am afraid to die. Nah, but they will die. Nah, but nobody here is immortal on this earth. You may have powers to do things to other people, but at the end, that clock does stop ticking for you too. It does. And then when you took me before my time, I am sure there is some justice out there for you eventually as to why did you stop Clantis's time. I did not, as the creator, stop his time. You did. Give me the reasons as to why. There will be that justice, I believe. So that is why I am not afraid to speak my mind. It's my right to do so, even if it's in the face of danger. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Oksalayo, he will die too. The clock will stop for him too, right? Don't be no, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know what to do." You have no right to take a life of anybody, despite how you feel about that individual. Mrs. Dockers says, "Sound." Oh, I did not have sound. Okay. Anyways, I'm trying to get to 1 hour 30 minutes as quickly as I can with the thingies. August says, "Guys, whoever watched the Doc of Senzo Mewa on Netflix, can you tell me the size of Dura wall between Spaza and House and Gessi? How tall was then, and take it from there." Like I said, for me, I'll watch the documentary way after this is done. I don't want to be influenced by it one way or the other. Ignitia says, and what I don't understand is the state witnesses are allowed to forget what happened then, but if the accused says they can't remember, they say they are lying. Hashtag Sibanda. Belter says, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are all doing great. Thank you so much. We hope we are doing great too. Rather really make my blood boil. Infuriating old man. Really, right now, I chose not to watch the TV. That means he's winning over you if you think about it. If this was to really frustrate the public so that they can sneak a judgment on the five, then it's working. You just need to be resilient and do not fall for these lies these guys are having. Timothy says, Ratha sentence Rodovan Krecher not on the merits of the Issa twins case, but biasness as cooked evidence with confessions was presented and accepted in court by a drunk judge. Was it the one who convicted Rodovan Krecher? I don't know much about Judge Ratha, honestly. The only one that I think I've heard is the Mzuli one. Lambo says it wasn't Rams, it was Nisi. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I think by now you guys already know sometimes I do mix the defense, but nonetheless is the defense. But no, thank you for the correction. I agree with you, Lambo. I think maybe it's for me it's safe to say the defense rather than calling that, because I always mix them up. And then you guys come in the comments, no, Cletus, it was not this, it was so and so. And I'm like, yes, I know. Sometimes I will call him Mngomezulu, Balo, and the infuriarity I get into my head, I'm like, why would I do something like that? But anyway, some of you already know me. Okay, says, I wonder if he can be like that to defense witnesses. Never. Gladness says, big ups to Rams for calling Ratha to order. And the way he ignored him, like how you ignore an old person that is just a nuisance. That's what Ramosepele, and I like that. Mer says, I'm here, clan. What's up? And I saw, I understand earlier on. Regina says, I think Mabasa, he is gonna come back with new evidence, possibly. Refueler says, hello, family. What's up, Refueler? Temzi says, hey, Clantis, just wondering if I'm the only person who noticed that Guabini doesn't get mentioned as someone they called even though they were going to his house and he was supplying with Temzi. Even I didn't even think about that. That is so true. I mean, how do you rock up in somebody's room without telling them that you are coming? What about the dividends of no? You are on. I agree with you, Temzi. I didn't think about that at all. Marie says, witness all don't answer or no. All I know, Mngomezulu knows the truth as well. Ratha and Balo. Slowly, Mngomezulu knows how to get Ratha Balo getting that down. He already exposed the truth. I trust God. I think Balo, see, I'm making that mistake again. I think Mngomezulu does have an ace up his sleeve. That ace and Ratha and Balo, they are running away from it. They know it's coming and they are running away from it. Monet says, hey, Clarence, this is what I'm Monet. Malab says, what's up, Malabs? If Balo has never lost a case, this will be the first one, definitely. But we need to review the other ones because something it doesn't make sense. Chawa says, hi, Atlantis. I'm following, bro. Thank you so much. I know I butchered your name. I'm so sorry. For all I know, it's Chawa, right? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ruli says, I am here when Kelly Kumalo came back from the room because they said Senzo was shot when KK was there in the kitchen. And the version that we heard from Zandile is that she was in the room, hiding. Marie says another killer Chico, allegedly 1 + 1 = Kelly, call him. There's cooking, the cooking started there. Chico and Kelly will be exposed. Nguni says, Tembi, truly, why is Guabini isn't called since he was with these guys on that day, even to collaborate the Zungu story. Yeah, man, we have not even thought about that. Marie says case will be solved with Chico and Kelly. Baloy Kininda's place is already booked in jail. Hopefully, Marie says every witness Baloy brings won't help him cooks is not born like liars like Baloy. Oma says, clan family, what's up? Oma. Dr. says, wapata kanjane lama sel au eight wonke amanga nje. That is very true. That's very true. Zozo says that there is no one has 8 cell phones. They were lying. Those one, Baloy and Rat. Absolutely. I don't believe it either. I don't believe it. Tozy says, so true. Victoria says, does Kelly still have 8 cell phones? Can she come and testify? If it is, she's busy. She's busy releasing music videos on YouTube. Nozo says, who can manage 8 cell phones like for real? What happens when they ring at the same time? Sims says, if she had 8 cell phones, why the 205 of the accused doesn't show even one way of her numbers? Exactly. Mzansi Unfiltered. Woohoo. What's up, colleague? Hello, clan family. What's up? Hello, clan. Hello, Mzansi Unfiltered. Nozo says that the day Kelly takes the stand, it will be the end of that case. Some people are saying if they call it, there's a catch-22 here. As an accused person of being a mastermind at the same time, it's just a lot. So we'll see. Tiana says, Olga, can I have a drink too? I'm thirsty. Nobody say, flip to think Baloy is Oxford educated. Is he really though? You know, I keep forgetting to Google that. I know he went to vets, of course. If you went to vets, you know, I'm not saying anything. If you went to vets, of course, I would say yeah, definitely. But Oxford, it's like above here to vets. You know, maybe even equal. I don't know. Mpina says, I like Rods when he started with this kid. I did too. I did too. He was a good judge. He only changed when Zandi demonstrated how she squat. Rather proved now what kind of a person he is. Uhamba Amat. Well, he said it. It's not even allegedly. He said it. That Uhamba Matam so it. I'm really laughing. He is hard at work writing. Like he is writing away since we called out Muhola. Writing away. Like so they were like when I'm because you're not gonna suspect a thing. He is a lawyer for the state. So of course he's gonna be writing. But cocarization is going on. I'm telling you. Noni and podcast, what's up, sis? You know, I wanted to call you during the because I was coming to Cape Town. And this live right now was supposed to be done between the two of us. But something told me there might be a postponement. So I think I'm gonna come sometime. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'm glad that I didn't call you because I would be feeling so bad. But other than that, I would have collaborated on this live. That's what I wanted to call you and ask if you would be up for it. You know. But I'm glad you're here. Hi. Makwabe says hi family. Fezeka, hi, Makwabe, hi, Makwabe. Fezeka says hi clan. I don't know what I must say about Ratata. He's too much. Witness number 1 and the last witness too. Anyways, guys, I think I know there's a lot, but let me also find something. Sometimes you guys you purchase super chats, and I don't get to see it. I only see it in the analytics. My goodness, my YouTube studio. Okay, there's none, and I feel terrible for not thanking whoever purchased a super thanks. Thanks, guys, but I always appreciate y'all. There's a lot of your comments, so obviously I can't go through all of them. I have another live on my other channel that I have to run to at 7. So now I'm left with like 20 minutes. I have to prepare for that live as well. Guys, much appreciation. Thank you to everybody that came through earlier on, and we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all of you. Definitely, we will see each other next Sunday. Again, if you are new here, the lives belongs to you. Mina, I listen to y'all, and then I will respond where I think I should. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I did not read your comment, I apologize. That it's just a lot. So yeah, let's see each other again, guys. If you're coming to Cleanses on Business, we'll see. I'll see you there. But if you're not, we'll see each other next Sunday and during the course of the week with the videos. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your support so much. You have no idea. No idea. Delayed. Oh, sorry. We've been here for an hour, 40 minutes now. Sorry, BBM. Yeah, no, I'll see you guys. Ciao, 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 ciao. Much love. Bye.